Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Okay, we'll hang on a couple of minutes and give people a chance to find me and check in. This will give me a chance to pull up the computer. That's how I can follow the chat. Here we go. Hello, hello. Okay. Okay, Patty. Hello. How are you? I hope that the weather is good where you are. Valerie. Hello. How are you? Dorothy. Hi. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Can you hear me? Let me know. Can you hear me? Working. Oh, Newport News. Hello. I know this is weird that I'm looking over here. I have my computer set up. This is like my old computer, so I'm using it to help me do these YouTube lives. So let me know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm having a little bit of an issue with the microphone, so um, yes, you can hear me. Okay. Am I loud enough? I do get comments sometimes that I'm not loud enough. I'm not a loud person. Okay, good. Loud and clear. Okay, that's good. Well, how is everybody? How's everybody doing? What is today? Today is Friday, August the 7th. What the heck, people? It's August. Or I heard somebody this week. I took I took my mother for an eye appointment, and they have a male receptionist. He's darling, and he said it feels like March the 4th or day 100. Wait, hold on. Let me not mess this up. He said it felt like day 527 of March 23rd. I thought that was a really good way of describing it. Groundhog Day, but not a good Groundhog Day. In that movie, I just think it's such an incredible thing to be able to kind of, have that same day over and over, that you could kind of stay there for a while and do all these incredible things. I guess that's what we all thought quarantine was going to be like, and the pandemic and all of that, and and it's not turned out to be, at least for me, anywhere near that pleasant or productive. So I hope that it's been better for you. Um, okay, let's see who's come in. Okay, everybody can hear me. We've got people from California also. Wow, you guys. First of all, thank you for being here. I super appreciate it, more than you can possibly know. And then I want to say that I'm really sorry for not being consistent. I do apologize. To be perfectly honest, I am just running as fast as I can, trying to keep up and trying to catch up, because I lost most of June being sick, and it's just been really hard to get caught up from that to where I should. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm going to work on doing a better job for you, and do consistent dates and times for the live check-ins, because this is ridiculous where I just pop in and you never know when. So thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I have a few things to share with you. I guess the first thing that I want to get into with you today, and if you are watching this video in the future, down below, I will timestamp, so that if you just came for one thing, like probably the blueprint, it'll be timestamped below for you, so you can get the information you need and go on. But I do hope that you will like the video while you're here, and be sure to subscribe. I have to tell you guys, um, The liking the videos is so important, and leaving comments is really important. I'm learning a lot of things about how YouTube works, and it is super important that I get a lot of comments to the videos, like as soon as possible after they publish. I mean, they really do light a fire under you to get some things done on here. Otherwise, you just kind of sink to the bottom and nobody ever finds you, which is sad. But anyways, I'm asking for your help to like the videos, share them with friends that you think may also be interested in this kind of content. And yeah, if you're new, please feel free to subscribe and join in. This is a positive, uplifting community where we share sewing and simple quilting and baking and gardening and all that good stuff. So, okay, let's jump in. Let's talk about your friend and mine, Bluprint. Okay. As is the usual case with Bluprint, they absolutely stink at getting news out to everybody. So, I don't know why they can't get this worked out, but they are terrible at it. I got an update from them. So, I get email from them in at least 2, but maybe 3 different email accounts. Now, I don't know why. I don't know why I get email in different places, but I do. And different things come to different email accounts. I don't know why. It makes no sense to me. But I will tell you, I got this one, and this one came to my old email. This is kind of important. And at first when I read it, I really kind of lost it a little bit because I misread it. But when I was getting ready for today's video, I took a little time to really review the information, and it's not as bad as I thought. But still, you're going to need to light a fire if you want some things. Or should I say, that's probably not a good, that's not a good phrase to use in 2020. Let's say that you will want to put a little hustle in your step because some things are going away. Okay, I'm just going to read to you the actual email that was sent to me. This came from Bluprint. Okay. Just going to read it off. By now, we hope you've heard the good news that TN Marketing will be continuing many of the services related to your Bluprint/Craftsy videos and subscriptions on a new website, which TN Marketing announced will be launching on or around September 1st of 2020. We want to highlight, however, that while TN Marketing did acquire patterns located in the class materials section of your classes, patterns located in your pattern library, meaning ones by independent designers, Bluprint patterns, and those included with a kit purchase, were not part of the acquisition. Let me read it again. While TN Marketing did acquire patterns located in the class materials section of your classes, patterns located in your pattern library, meaning ones by independent designers, Bluprint patterns, and those included with a kit purchase, were not part of the acquisition. Okay, so just think about that for a minute. As a result, if you want to maintain access to patterns that are located in your pattern library, you must download those patterns on or before August 20th of 2020. For patterns located in the class materials section of your classes, TN Marketing plans to make those patterns available to you on their new Craftsy website on or around September 1st, 2020. And then they have, if you have questions, please contact us here. And they give you a link. Okay, we all know nobody monitors Bluprint email anymore. They just put that crap in there to make you feel like they're going to help you. They're not going to help you. So, what does this mean? This means if you have purchased anything or downloaded any of the free stuff that's not part of a specific course, you better hightail your fanny over to your Bluprint and download that stuff and download it to your computer. So make a folder on your hard drive and you can call it Bluprint or crap, whatever. Just Bluprint patterns and course materials. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Because that stuff is not going to go with the transfer of the intellectual property. So, like I have some patterns I've purchased from designers. Like I have a couple of little sewing patterns. I have a couple of little knitting patterns. I need to make sure I have those. Also, and it doesn't specifically say this, it just says Bluprint patterns. So, they've already pulled down, like that tote bag that I made with the quilt braid that I showed you. It's a video called How I Made This Cool Bag. Like that pattern has been gone. Because to get that one, you had to sign up for a purchase, but it was free. That's been turned off. So I don't know what's going to happen to that. I have a copy of it. But if you didn't get in before May 31st, when they shut everything down, you no longer can obtain that pattern, which is sad because that is a nice pattern. I think what I'm going to do in the fall is do a video on how I made that bag. I'll change it a little bit so that it's not their exact piece, because I don't want to get in trouble for doing, midnight quilt shows video, right? I have to be careful. But I can change it a little bit and we can sew one together, and we'll use a braid motif in it. But they also have, and I love these shows, so they have Midnight Quilt Show videos on Bluprint. You can watch them here on YouTube, but they also have them on Bluprint. And if you watch them on Bluprint, there are also course materials. And like I got one for this cute little zippered bag I want to make. And that's going to be gone. So I'm really glad I have that. So I need to look through all of her stuff and make sure I have the pattern materials, because I like the course materials. I always download and use course materials. So I know that's not going to be there. What else? Mostly Midnight Quilt Show is a Bluprint class that I like. I feel like they gloss over everything. They rush through it. But if you have some sewing background, you can work through it. And maybe some of it we'll sew it on the channel, and we'll just take it at a more reasonable pace so that you can actually follow along and make the project. Because, they just they just condense stuff. It's like they did this, she did it with her daughter. It's a cute video. So they made a charm square quilt. And they did it, the thing is like at least a queen size. So it's big. And I was like, oh, I'm going to make one of those. And, bada bing, they sew the whole quilt top, put the quilt together, do the quilting, supposedly in one night. Took me 2 weeks to make mine. Of course, I only have limited time every day that I can do stuff. But still, yeah. So they really do leave out a lot. But they're still good projects, and the patterns are there. So hightail it over, get those downloads, if you think you're going to want them. And you know, to be honest with you, I would go ahead and download um, course materials for the courses that you own. So you have it. Just be safe here. You know, an ounce of prevention, people. It's definitely worth more than a pound of cure. So download your stuff. And, you know, I don't know how this streaming model is going to work with the new thing. I don't know. We haven't seen it. I don't know how that's going to be. But I know there are several classes that I wasn't able to purchase with my Forever credits because there's a lot of stuff. And I want to make sure I have everything. Like there are recipe classes I really liked. I want to make sure I have those recipes. So yeah, I got to carve out a couple of days to just sit there and go through and make sure I have all those course materials. So highly recommend that you make sure you take that time because we only have 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks to get materials. That's it. After that, it's done. So just, you know, be safe about it. Be smart. So yeah, there it is. And then on or around the 21st, the new site will launch. I'm going to guess that in all likelihood, Bluprint will go dark on the 1st, or on probably on August 31st. That'll be the last of Bluprint. That'll be wiped clean, and then we'll just have to wait for TN Marketing to come online and be working. And I don't know if they're going to call the new site Craftsy or what they're doing. We don't have any of that information, but they didn't give themselves very much time to sort this out and to get that website going. So we'll just have to see how that is. And I'm sure it's going to be buggy in the beginning. So we're going to need a little patience. But yeah, don't miss out on getting your course materials. And I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to check comments. Let's see. Oh, Papua New Guinea. Wow, that really is far away. I think you win the prize for farthest away. Bluprint crap. I mean, what else? You know what, though? It's like not very many people get the information out, and I feel like I got to get it out there for you guys. Okay, so no questions. If you have questions, you know, drop them over in that comment box. Don't be afraid to leave comments. Okay, this is a safe space. It is just me sitting here. So if some weird troll person shows up, you'll have to bear with me for a minute and I'll handle it. But yeah, you're safe here. That's the whole point of Pattymac Makes. This is a nice, safe environment. I'm sort of like a mix between Mr. Rogers and who was the Happy Trees guy that did the painting? I'm kind of like somewhere in there with a little bit of an edge. 2020 has given me an edge, I'll tell you that. Let's see. Carlos says, will they start a new service? Yes. So a company called TN Marketing has purchased Bluprint, and they are relaunching it as Craftsy. And they say they're going to have both standalone classes and the ability to continue streaming. And if you already have a membership, supposedly that transfers over. So, but nobody knows how this is going to work or how it's going to look. So we're doing our thing. Oh, Bob Ross. Yes, Bob Ross. Yeah, I'm not quite as mellowed out as Bob Ross, but maybe someday. Okay, now I have more Bluprint news for you. Okay, so I've been getting all of these messages from viewers, and we have located some of the leftover Boundless Fabrics stock, the Bluprint fabric. So it's funny how it's turning up in these different places. So one place that you can find it is on Farmhouse Fabrics. So that's farmhousefabrics.com. They have online ordering. If you go to the new arrivals, and just keep checking that. That's where you'll find the stuff. I've seen some fabric. They had embroidery kits that were just dirt cheap. So tempting. So tempting, but I really don't need them. So I didn't buy any. Um, and then if you're on Facebook, who isn't, right? Oh, by the way, if you're on Facebook, check me out. Pattymac Makes. I have the business page. I would love it like crazy if you came over and liked the page and followed me there. And I do have a makers group, and you can it's like, I don't want to say apply, that's not really the word, but request. You can request entry into the makers group, and it's really small, and we just share the stuff we're doing. So if you'd like to do either one of those things, that would be great. But yeah, Facebook. Okay, so if you're on Facebook, and I know that you are, Lorraine Fabrics out of Rhode Island. She also has obtained a ton of the stuff. And it's like, okay, well, let me finish the thought, Patty. On Lorraine Fabrics, she doesn't have an online ordering system. So it's kind of weird. What you wind up doing is you go onto her Facebook page, and I guess you look at the pictures, and then you decide what you want. And then I guess you call. It wasn't clear to me. And then she has a $100 minimum order, plus she's charging $20 handling. So I guess that's for the box and the time it takes, blah, 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 plus the shipping. And I don't know that she's got like shipping arrangements set up. So I don't know. That could get a little expensive, especially with a $100 minimum. That may change. She's supposed to be looking into setting up a way to do online orders, so we'll just see how that goes. But there are two resources for you if you're like me and you loved that Bluprint fabric. Farmhouse Fabrics and Lorraine Fabrics. And there's another one, and somebody on the channel here sent me in the comments, and I couldn't find it again. So let me tell you, YouTube comments are really hard to manage. I mean, really hard, because sometimes people will leave comments on something I made months ago, and I may never see the comment. So YouTube has some work to do in the way that it manages the way that we can access and the way that we communicate with you. It is not easy to communicate with viewers on YouTube. Really not easy. Facebook is a lot easier. So I do wind up getting a lot of Facebook messages, but we do the best we can. So, and here's another tip I'll give you, or a piece of information. Supposedly, these two places and the other one bought just multiple tractor trailers loaded with fabrics and supplies. And they're selling this stuff like bargain basement pricing. I mean, it's like half of wholesale pricing is what they're selling it for. So that tells me that Bluprint just sold this crap for like probably 2 cents on the dollar to the shop owners. And it's like, Bluprint, you knew you were closing. Why couldn't you have just done deep discounts like that for the paying customers who were already on the site? Why do you have to do it this way and then make it hard to get what we want? I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is going to be a case study one day on what not to do because it's ridiculous. But anyway, if you need your Boundless Fabrics fix, that's a way to do it. So that's what I've got for you on Bluprint. And I'm going to check comments really quick. Let's see. Course materials for purchase class. Okay, so Joyce says, course materials for purchased classes have to be downloaded. Question. Um, Not according to this email. So, like, if you went and bought, like, I bought a little pattern called the Finch Bucket, which is a sewing pattern for a small bag. I still haven't made it, but I have it. Anyway, I bought that Finch Bucket. I bought that directly from the designer, from her shop on Craftsy. That won't transfer over. So I have to make sure that I have it downloaded and I know where it is. The Bluprint specific courses or shows like Midnight Quilt Show, those things are not going to transfer over. It says that course materials will, I would download them if you can. They're not going to take up a lot of space. They're just PDFs. I would sit and take the time and just make sure. Just, because stuff happens. This is a big changeover. I mean big. And things may not be right for a while they're transitioning over. So if you're trying to work on a specific class in the meantime and you need that course materials or pattern, you want to make sure you have it. So I would just download if you can put in that time. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to download all of it, put it in a folder, and save it in one folder on my desktop. Just be safe. Mark says, most all of my quilts have been from kits on Craftsy and Bluprint. Always love their kits. I know, right? Now, that does fall in this for sure. So if you have kits, make darn sure that you download those kit patterns. You don't want to lose those patterns. You may want to, if you don't make the whole quilt, you might want to make, some blocks. So make sure that you get those patterns downloaded for your kits. That is not going to transfer over. Let's see. Joe says, I've purchased a lot of fabric from Craftsy and Bluprint. Yeah, I have not purchased nearly as much as I would like. I would really like more because it's really beautiful. Patty says, the fabric, why make members run and look all over for it? Just give, right. Just why? Why didn't they just that last week? They knew, okay? They knew before the week, okay? They knew what was coming. Why didn't they just discount the daylights out of it? Let us go in there and we could have bought, I would have bought a lot more, okay? A lot more. But some of it, they just wouldn't reduce the price. They still had it up at like $7, $8 a yard. And now you can get it for like $3. So why Bluprint? Why didn't you just give all of the yardage to us for $2 a yard? People would have bought that stuff out like crazy, but anyway, they didn't ask me what I thought. They didn't want to do the work. Well, they still would have made more money though. It's like, they must have sold the stuff, I'm not kidding you, for 2 cents on the dollar. Based on, because they're selling like $35 jelly rolls for $5, which is a heck of a deal. But it's like, I don't want to buy a jelly roll or charm squares if I can't buy some of the yardage in the same collection, because you need some of the yardage to go with the pre-cuts. That's how I like to work. I get the pre-cuts, then I get some yardage, and I like to get like a ground or a neutral to balance the charm pack. And there's always some kind of neutral in a collection. I don't care what the collection is. There's going to be something in there that you can use as a ground. And I don't want to be hodgepodge mixing and matching prints with my pre-cuts. I'm just funny like that. I like to stay in the collection because then I know I'm not messing it up. Oh God. Bluprint. All right, so that's the Bluprint news. Okay, wait a minute. I made notes because I had things to cover for you, and I want to make sure I get all of it. Okay, that is all that I have for you on Bluprint. If one more comment, yeah, then I know it matches. Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise, you don't really know. You know. And Joann, so I was in Joann this week. I got a couple of things in Joann. Um, we have an airplane. Hold on. I'm going to get a drink of water. So I went to Joann this week. And they are getting some stock back in. It's still not what it was. That the wall of quilting cotton is still there's not a lot there. It's still kind of shocking, but they do have some stuff. They are getting some new things. All of the premium cottons were gone. That was empty, wiped out. So sorry about the airplane. I live close to a Navy base, and it's a jet base, so I get a lot of air traffic. I've always lived in a Navy town, so I'm accustomed to military and planes. But it can be hard to have a YouTube video going when the airplanes are flying. But fortunately, they're not like super heavy today. You never know what they're going to be doing. Okay. Next on my list, I have some really exciting news. Oh, we have a comment. Most of Joann's are still like that. Yeah, they're not getting their stuff. I don't know. They get so much from China, and everything is weird with China right now. So we're not going to get into the politics of that, but everything is really, really weird right now. So that's why I like the Bluprint. It comes from Japan. Okay. I have exciting news. In the last live stream, I mentioned Fat Quarter Shop and what a beautiful site it is, and how impressed I was with all of the stock and everything that they have, because they really have everything. And the marketing director for that website saw the video, and she got in touch with me and asked if I would like to be a new affiliate. And I said, of course I would. So I would like to announce that I am a new affiliate with Fat Quarter Shop. And on my website, in the sidebar, there's a link that will take you right to Fat Quarter Shop. And if you are going to shop there and you use that link on my website to go over, I will make a small commission, which would be fabulous. So if you're going to shop there anyway, I would super appreciate it if you used my little link, and I make it easy for you to find. And when I figure out how to do it, I will put one in my YouTube down bar also. I don't know how to do that yet. If I can do it, I don't know. YouTube is weird. But if I can put that in the down bar, I will include it there as well to make it easier. But let me tell you, as part of being in this affiliate program, I also got invited to participate in some sew-alongs and things like that, and she sent me some stuff. Just really exciting. I was going to unbox it, and frankly, I just couldn't get it together to do a video, so I opened it already. But I'm going to show you what she sent, and I'm going to tell you there's going to be a giveaway as part of this. So if you are still with me and you're watching, thank you. And yeah, I'll show you the giveaway prize, and it's going to be very interesting to figure out how to pick the winner and get in touch with you and get the prize out. So we'll do our best here, but let me show you what she sent. It's really a nice selection of stuff. So first thing that she sent over is, and I want to make sure I can tell you exactly what it's called. Okay, these are all Lori Holt products. And if you don't know who Lori Holt is, oh my God, this woman. I don't know how she does all the stuff she's doing. She's like this prolific fabric designer and quilt designer, and she just started a YouTube channel, and she's really fun to watch. She's just fun to watch. I'll just put it that way. And her sewing room is just like the sewing room that dreams are made of. I mean, it's insane. So everything that I got here is a Lori Holt product, and she goes by Prim. And most of it's Lori Holt. One item is not. One item is from a different company. But anyway, okay, let me show you what we have. So the first thing that we have is a sheep enamel needle minder. And look how cute that is. So we've got a little sheep with a quilt block. Oh, Lori Holt. Oh my God. I just discovered her when she came onto YouTube, and I love her. So this, I'm keeping this because, you know, it's so cute. And it sticks to my craft cart. So I was like, oh, so I can like start investing in fun needle minders and pins, and they all will stick right onto my crafting cart. So I thought that would be cute. Oh, and that goes for $13.98. So this is nice. I like a needle minder on the embroidery, I'll tell you that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is, let's see here, super professional. Okay, this is called, sorry. Okay, yeah. This is from the Prim Stitch series. This is called Patriotism and Industry. And look at that. So this is a cross stitch pattern. Also Lori Holt. And so when I talked to the marketing director, she was like, oh, do you cross stitch? And I was like, not yet. So I'm going to be cross stitching now. I actually watched the Bluprint Startup Library on it. So I've been taking my classes. But isn't that sweet? I love it. So these stitch cards are really nice because you get a good full color image of your pattern. My mailman is out here and he's singing a little USPS karaoke. I tell you what, God bless him. This is this route is huge. And they run them 6 days a week. Oh, he's got a box. Oh, he's gonna, I guess, hold on, he's gonna bring me a box. Good, I was enjoying your singing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
He gave me a love for singing and not a lick of talent. Yes, ma'am.
I understand. All right, thank you.
Yep.
You have a good weekend. Okay. Oh, okay. So you know it's live. Okay, back to Lori. He's the nicest mailman. So you get a really nice picture of the project, so you know what to expect. And then in the back, she does such a nice job on this. So she really clearly shows you exactly what you're going to need. And she gives you the key in a couple of different brands. So you get the DMC number and an Aurifloss number. So it's very well laid out. So got that. And then this one I opened. Let's see, and that is $7.98. Okay, this one is called This one is called Stitch Cards Set E. And this is adorable. Okay, so this all comes in a little package. I've already opened it. But what you wind up getting is a set of 4. So you get these 4 little tiny patterns. And aren't they cute? So you got the little camper, a little watermelon, the flag, and the little dog. So this I definitely had to keep because this is so cute. And on the back she shows you the other ones, just to tempt you there. And you can go on the website for a Fat Quarter Shop, and if you buy a set, you can also buy a thread kit with the floss that has all of the floss that is in that you'll need to make all 4 projects. So I thought that was kind of nice. And I'll just show you, like this is the first one I'm going to make, and it's going to be that little camper. And I really like this. I'm excited about this, to be honest. And this is like old, like trading cards. It's a very clever way to present a pattern. And then on the back, so you get like the illustrated version of your pattern so you can really see what you're doing. And again, she's got that nice key so that you can figure out your colors and what to do. And so when you work on your pattern, this is where you're going to work from. Those are the lines you'll mark. And on that note, well, let me show you all of them. So you got the camper. I love this. This little flag. I'm like super patriotic. I'm just going to tell you right now. I'm way, way, way into the patriotism thing. So, and I like this one with that little friendship star. I think that's gorgeous. And this is so cute. I mean, if you live in the South, it just doesn't get more Southern than that. There's nothing like a hot August day sitting out back eating that cold watermelon. I'm telling you, people, life just doesn't get better. And this little dog, look at that. So cute. So that I really liked, and I did get some fabric. The fabric was hard to get. You have to have a specific fabric to do cross stitch, and I had to hunt Joann's a little bit to get it, but I was able to get some. Okay, and then this little bit, this is from Sew Emma, and this is kind of nice because this is a way to keep yourself in your place when you're doing your cross stitch patterns. And you know, this would also work on like knitting charts. It's really nice. I have a thing that I use for knitting patterns when I'm doing charts, but this is really nice. So this is a set of 4, and they're like they're kind of like a clip, so it's like that, so it just slides onto your pattern and you can keep your place. So that's really nice. And these are called cross stitch line keepers. This retails at $9.98. And this is from, yes, so it's Sew Emma. Really nice. So here's what's going to go on. I'm going to keep a big one and a little one. And then this next bit I'm going to show you, that's going to be the giveaway prize. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and send you a big one and a little one, so you'll have them. Okay, so the prize is, dun dun dun, you are going to get, and I love this so much, you're going to get this beautiful American Spirit cross stitch pattern. I just love it. This is from It's Sew Emma. So this is a It's Sew Emma pattern. Okay, we're still on. Sorry about that. Oh, my phone rang. Even though I put it on airplane so it wouldn't. And of course it's one of those scam likely, because what else would it be? Okay. That, and that. This retails for $7.98. Okay, so that's $7.98. And then I'm also going to send out, as part of this prize, this beautiful bag. This is a really large project bag, and this is a Lori Holt project bag. So this is a Prim project bag. It measures 12.5 by 12.5 by 3.5. So yeah, that'll be a prize. And it's very cute. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the bag, you're going to get the pattern, and you're going to get 2 of those magnetic minders. And the bag, let me find it. The Lori Holt bag, that retails at $12.98. So this is a nice little price. This is like a $25 prize retail. So how are we going to do this? So I wrote down. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for the giveaway. I need you to comment in the comments section of the video. So leave a comment down there and just like, I don't know, just say something about you're excited to win the prize, or you love Fat Quarter Shop, or something like that. Leave that comment below. Don't do it over in the chat box. Oh, am I up? Okay, I'm up. All right, don't leave it in the chat box. Leave it below. Okay, and you can leave comments through Wednesday, August the 12th, 2020. Okay, so Wednesday, August the 12th of 2020. And each comment will be 1 entry. So you can come back and comment again. And at the end of the day, on Wednesday the 12th, we'll just say 8 o'clock. That's, getting on my bedtime. What I'll do is I'll come on and I'll see how many comments we've got, and I will do the random number generator. I will try to film that so you can see it. We'll do the random number generator. We'll see what number comes up, and whoever is that number comment, they're going to win the prize. Okay, so then the tricky part is getting in touch with you. Okay, this part is the tricky part. So what I'll do is I'll notify you. I'll get in touch with you through the comment. So you're going to want to make sure you have your YouTube notifications on and you're kind of paying attention. I'll comment back on that comment, and then you're going to have 48 hours to get back in touch with me. And at that time, if you get back in touch with me in time, then we'll do a meeting of the minds, and we'll talk off of the platform. I'll send you my email, and we can figure out how to get your prize to you, and I'll mail it right away. And my very lovely mailman will be picking that up for you. So another way that you can be notified is you could sign up for my email newsletter, which you could do on my website. Go to my website. At the bottom of every page, there is what we call a slimline opt-in. And you can opt in down there. If you go to the blog post, there's something that we call a blog sidebar. And in the sidebar, there's another little box where you can opt in for the email. And what I'll do is when I do the number generator, I get that comment, I have that person's name, I'll send out that notification in the email. So we'll try that and see how it does. This is why they, a lot of times when they do giveaways, they make you go over to Instagram, because Instagram is a lot easier to communicate with viewers. Because with Instagram, if viewer XYZ wins the prize, all I have to do is a direct message to viewer XYZ and let them know. YouTube does not let us do that here, so it's kind of a challenge. But anyway, let's try that, and we'll see how it works. And yeah, so I'm looking at my notes. So you have 48 hours, and yeah, we'll go from there. So many thanks to Fat Quarter Shop for sending the items. They did not ask me to do this. I'm doing this because I want to, and you know, I think all of this stuff is beautiful. They're not paying me to say that. I would say it anyway. And I'm just very excited to have a little something fun to share with you. So, okay, and I will give you my honest thoughts and feelings on the cross stitch, but I got a feeling I'm going to enjoy that. So, okay, that is our Fat Quarter Shop update. I'm going to give you just a couple of channel updates and let you kind of know what's going on. I'm going to first run through the comments. Let's run through comments. I haven't checked those in a while. Let's see. There is no comment section. Oh, okay. So what's going to happen is YouTube. They don't make this easy. Okay, so what'll happen is after the video, when we're done with this live part, okay, this is what'll happen. When we're done filming for today, this video will turn up on the channel, and then you can come back to it and leave your comment. And I'm sorry, I know that's a pain, but I don't know how else to do this. So, oh my gosh. Okay, what do we have in here? Let's see. Oh gosh, a lot of you have been talking. Thank you so much, by the way. Okay, there's the Joann's. I'm so excited about Fat Quarter Shop. I'm really excited. Lori Holt. Amazing. How in the world does she do all of that? Amazing. Oh, I love the sheep. Oh, thank you. Box. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. Patricia says cross stitch is one of her favorite crafts. Oh, you know, I've have a very dear friend, and she did like tons of it 30 years ago. She doesn't do it anymore. She used to do gobs of it, and I never did it. Now I've been doing embroidery, so I've been doing embroidery stitches, but you know, I'm kind of like, all right, I'll do this cross stitch. It looks fun. I'll tell you, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see, so I do have other reading glasses, so we'll try those, but I may need the magnifying light from OttLight. We'll see. Let's see. Oh, SSK Yarners. Hello. It is a good giveaway. Yes. Oh, the cross stitch is so cute. Farmhouse. Okay, Farmhouse and Lorraine's the only two places for Bluprint. There was one more, but I can't remember what it was. One of the viewers very kindly shared that information with me, and now I try to go back and find the comment. I can't find it. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I just can't remember. If you are the very kind person who left that information, please leave the information again, and I will make sure to get it out there. Yes, comment after the live. Oh, Bex, hey girl. I know, I love that flag cross stitch. Oh, okay, wow, everybody's like, all right, okay, so everybody is like really into the cross stitch and all that. Oh, Bex, thank you. Okay, so let me tell you. I have a website that I keep, and I used to do all knitting. Okay, for the longest time, that's all I did was knitting, and my old website was all about knitting and tutorials and projects and all of that. And then I just started to not love it as much, and I wanted to change, and I had started sewing again, and I decided to rebrand myself, and I always wanted to do more than just one thing. They tell you to just stay narrow. I was getting really bored. And when I rediscovered my sewing, a few summers back because I used to sew quite a bit, and then I didn't for a long time, and now I'm back. Anyway, I just wanted to do more than just knitting, and so I rebranded myself as Pattymac Makes, and there's a rabbit. Sorry. It's like squirrel, rabbit. Um, I lost my total train of thought. Okay, so I rebranded to Pattymac Makes because I like to do recipes. I like gardening, I like all this stuff. So it's basically, it falls under a category called creative lifestyle blogging. And that's really what I do. My whole mission and job in life is to inspire you to keep making stuff and to try new things and to just jump in and do something different. And to kind of keep it simple, don't get stuck in the weeds and overwhelmed on something really complicated. Let's just enjoy what we're doing. So, I started working on this rebrand last year, and so far behind. My mother was really sick last year, and I had to take care of her completely for several months. So I didn't even get to start the new website until around Christmas time. And started working on it, and then all of this weird COVID nonsense started. And that really threw me off. So, long story short, I've been really busting my behind this summer to work on this website, and it's really starting to take shape, and I'm super proud of it, and I do hope that you would take a few minutes to go have a look at it, because I just feel like it's such a happy space online. And I do send emails, so I send email out generally once a week, and it's 90% of the time it is all sharing updates with you. So because I will produce a lot of content when I'm really going like I normally do. I produce a lot of content, and it can be hard to keep up with it. So I'll email you blog posts so that they're up. I'll email you the patterns, the videos, all of that, and then you don't miss anything. And now that I have this new setup with Fat Quarter Shop, I included like a little banner for them in the last email, so you can use that banner to click over and do some shopping if you're going to. All of it's there in the email. And I do have an Etsy shop, but it has not been active because I'm not doing a lot of knitting. And I was doing mugs, and I love the mugs. My mugs are beautiful. I had plans to really fill out the mug line, but it's so hard to get them made right now. This stupid COVID. It's like it just takes so many weeks to get anything made and printed, and there have been production problems. So until all of this settles out, I'm not even promoting any of that. So you get very little sales promotion, because I know sometimes you sign up for somebody's email and it's nothing but selling you constantly, and I don't do that because my product is the content, and so that's what I share with you most of the time. But when things are normal and I can get the mugs out again, I will send you links over to the mugs because they're very nice, and I know that you would love them. But right now, I'm not doing a lot on that. But yeah, Pattymac Makes, and all that will be below. What else can I tell you? I want to let you know this is coming. So this week has been interesting. So I ordered a new sewing machine, and I ordered a new sewing machine because my backup machine is acting up, and it's so hard to get anything right now, and you don't know how long you're going to wait. You don't know what you're going to be able to get. So I wanted to get another machine instead of waiting for something to happen with the Brilliance, because I love my Brilliance. I use it all the time, but that was a $99 machine from the grocery store. So let's be real. This is not, this is not an expensive, high quality machine. It's not going to last forever. I'm well aware of that. But what I don't want it to be the middle of winter and things are bad again and I can't get out and I can't get a machine and it goes down. So I started shopping early and I and you had to mail order because you can't get anything in the store now. Okay, nothing. Well, you can, but you got to spend like $800, and I don't have an $800 budget for a sewing machine. So I wound up ordering a Singer heavy duty 4432, and I obsessed over this for a long time, and I finally decided to get it. I'm looking at it right now. It is beautiful. I was so happy. I filmed an unboxing. I got it out. I set it up to run some fabric through it and give you like a first impressions. And it didn't work. So the straight stitch was fine, but the needle will not go left and right. So it won't do any zigzag and it won't do any decorative stitch. And this thing has 32 stitches on it. But nothing works. So I have to send that back. And in the meantime, they had the patchwork machine come back in stock. So I have used the patchwork before, and the patchwork is basically like a little bit upgraded version from my Brilliance. And I worked in Joann's for a while, teaching sewing, and we used that little patchwork for the students. So the sewing centers in Joann use that patchwork. It's a nice machine. It held up well. So I was like, I'll just get a patchwork. That works better for the quilting stuff I want to do anyway. So I ordered that. So that came yesterday. I did film an unboxing and a first impressions. I'm going to get that edited for you. Maybe it will be up on Sunday. I'm not sure. I can't make a commitment right now, but I'll tell you, it worked. Okay, and it sewed beautifully. I didn't even adjust the tension, and it sewed every stitch. It was beautiful. But it's noisy as the daylights, so I don't know. It may be because I didn't put a whole lot of thread on the bobbin. I might try a different bobbin. It shouldn't be that noisy. It makes a racket, but it's sewed nice. So I don't know. I'm going to, when I finish up here with you today, I'm going to get a nice walk in because the weather is good. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to sew on a quilt block and see how it does. And that'll be my tryout and see if I'm going to like it. I hope I like it because I still haven't gotten the return tag to return the first one, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, I like that 32. And I'll tell you, when things settle down and we're in a more normal state of mind again, if that ever happens, I don't know if that's ever going to happen, I would definitely get the 32 or the 50. I think it's the 54 is the next one. I would get that. I would get that as my like straight stitch machine, and then the patchwork for all of the decorative stuff and the little projects I like. I do like the white machine better because I could see better. You know, I have older eyes, so the gray was a little dark. So I kind of wish they would do a white version of the heavy duty because that is just easier for me to see. You'd be surprised at how much light that white surface will reflect. So that would be my only downside on that heavy duty machine. But anyway, we'll see what happens there. So that is the machine update. So new sewing machine stuff is coming, and I'm going to check comments. Let's see. And again, thank you so much for being here. It just means so much. I really appreciate you all. Magnifier, yeah. So Bex, they have I don't know if you're familiar with Ottlight. OTT light. They're like craft lights. They have one that is like a really nice tabletop light, and it's round, and it has a thing where you can lift the top, and it's got the magnifier. So Maybe that will be my Christmas gift this year. They have it's a beautiful thing. So it's all enclosed. You can sit in your craft chair at the table like I like to do, and I can actually see what I'm doing. So that's probably going to be coming. But Ottlight, I totally swear by those. Let's see. Oh, Nancy. Okay, so you might want to try the Ottlight. If I'm guessing you're able to negotiate on the websites if you're on YouTube and watching stuff. I will tell you, I'm working a lot on my website to make it compliant for people who have visual and hearing issues. Doing a lot of work on that. So I have been reading on things for people who have visual impairment. And I don't know what your situation is, but one thing that came up a lot was really bright lights and magnifying. So on that Ottlight, it's a desktop light, and it's round on the top, so it's got a round thing, and you can flip up the top, and it's got a magnifier in there with the bright light. So that might be really helpful for you. You might want to look into that. If you need help finding it, just drop a comment, drop me an email, and I'll try to help you with that. Yeah, let's see. But the cross stitch, it's a small work. Although they do have this plastic. I was noticing that they have like plastic. It's probably more for kids, but it would also work, if you're getting older, to still be able to enjoy your craft. And I mean, honestly, this would be adorable, larger on one of those little plastic things. So maybe we'll do a project like that just to show it on the larger size. And I guess you could stitch it. I guess you'd need yarn. I don't know. We'll look into that for you. Beck says the magnifier. Yes. Hi, Sandy. Cincinnati. Cross stitch. Inexpensive. I need something inexpensive to do because everything else is a fortune. It's like... Oh, Beck says I got over my love for knitting too. Yeah, I don't know. It was like there was so much politics in it last year. It just, it turned me off. And of course now that is like part of everything. But yeah, this knitting is just, I don't understand what is going on with that particular community, but they are very militant, and I don't want to say anything bad, but they were just a little much for me, and it kind of ruined that craft for me. So, and plus, it's hot here. we stay warm. We basically have summer now, almost all the way through to Halloween. And, the winter was so warm, I don't think I wore fingerless mitts, but maybe twice. So I don't know if that was a one-off or if that's what it's going to be now. But I just don't need all that knitting anymore. I probably have enough stuff, knitted items. I don't need anything else. And I certainly have enough yarn, and I started selling my yarn. I do put the yarn in the Etsy. So, yeah, when I start selling yarn again, I'll wait until fall. I'll let you know about that. But Joyce says, oh, I took my machine for service a month ago. I thought it'd be a week or two. It's still not done. Okay, so Joyce, the shops are slammed. Okay, there's two things going on. And I know about this because I took my Kenmore, that was my backup machine. The feed dogs are not working right. And I don't think it's the lint issue because I've cleaned it so well. I took the Kenmore over to my local sewing shop and to have them look at it. And she didn't want to touch it at all because it's a Kenmore, and she's like, oh, we don't have parts and blah, 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 blah. And I said, I just want him to look at the feed dogs and see if the belt is slipped. Oh no, they won't do that. They have to do like whatever their little basic maintenance is. That's $100. So you have to pay $100 for them to do whatever their maintenance cleaning is. And then they'll kind of look at it, and then they'll give you a price on the fix. And then it's only warranted for 30 days. So I'm like, why am I going to spend $200 and I don't know if they can fix it or if it's going to hold, and I can buy a new machine for that, a Singer anyway. So she told me that the shops are mobbed, okay, because what's happened is all these people who have not sewn in a long time, if ever, all of a sudden everybody is sewing masks, okay? And I have said it before, I will say it again, the mask is not the easiest project. And it's several layers of fabric. And if you don't have like the heavy duty machine or one of these nice Berninas or Jukis or whatever, if you've got like a basic machine, it is not going to handle all those pleats and all those layers of fabric very well. And then you have people that don't know that they need to be cleaning the machines, and they don't know how to properly thread and get their tension and all of that stuff. And they're breaking needles left and right, and they're bending their housing, and they don't even know it, and they continue to sew, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so all these people have just jacked up their machines. So the sewing shops are just mobbed. They have more machines now in for repair than a lot of them have ever seen in their entire lifespan of doing business. Okay, they've never had an influx like this. At the same time, the people who work on the machines and know how to do the work and fix them and all of that, they are literally dying off. Literally dying off because they're older people. Younger people are not interested in this kind of stuff. And they're not like, the repair techs are not apprenticing new people. There's none of that going on. So what's happening is they're mobbed with stuff like they've never seen, and you don't have enough techs. At my one sewing shop, now they have several stores here, maybe 4 stores. They have one guy. They have one guy down here and one guy up in Williamsburg. And Williamsburg is over an hour away. And this year, they've had 3 of their technicians die. And not COVID or anything, just they've passed away. And the guy here, we call this Southside, who's doing all of the work, this poor man is working every night until after 11 o'clock to try to get through everything. And he's still got over 100 machines in there every day facing him because they keep coming in. So, good luck getting it looked at and fixed because I'm telling you, it's rough right now. So, and this is why I started my quest for the backup machine now because, you know, there's just no telling what's going to go on with sewing machines. So we've got, we're losing our people that know how to do the work. At the same time, we've got all these new people sewing that don't know what they're doing, tearing everything up. So it's kind of a perfect storm. Let's see. Gosh, a month ago. You might want to call them, Joyce, and ask them where you are in the queue because you should find out. Let's see, Frank. Frank wants to know, when am I going to get the new sewing machine? Well, I got the new sewing machine and I did film the unboxing and the initial impressions, so we'll be doing more on that. I want to sew on it for a little while before I do like a full review and a tutorial on it, but I liked it. It was just loud. I don't know why it was so loud. Let's see. Beck says, sorry about the lemon. Oh, oil the bobbin case if it clatters. Okay, I will look at that. I think that's where all the noise is coming. But also, it's like I didn't wind a lot of thread onto the bobbin because I was like, well, if this one doesn't work, I don't want to waste all my thread on it. So there's not a lot of thread left on the bobbin, but still, I mean, it's making a racket. So I'll try a different bobbin and see what it does. If it's still making a racket, I'll pull up the manual and see how to oil it because, I mean, really, it should be quiet. The one in the shop was quiet. Sandy says, oh, great weather. Oh, and baseball. Okay, good. Something normal. Isn't that great? Oh, buying a machine is exciting. Well, I was really excited to get this 4432, and I'm sitting here, I'm looking at it. It is beautiful, and I'm really unhappy that I have to send it back because it doesn't work, but it doesn't work. Let's see. Patricia says, my fiance bought, Husqvarna designer topaz bells and whistles. Ooh, that's exciting. That's a nice machine. Mine's not that nice. Maybe someday. Let's see. Yeah, making masks. They're not, yeah, Jackie, they're not easy. They make it out like it's so darn easy. They're not easy. I'm kind of tired of the ones I'm wearing. I've been wearing the ones that I made in the videos for the channel. I'm kind of tired of them. And I'm looking at, I saw it on a couple of different websites, but Fat Quarter Shop. It's a printed panel. It's from Ruby Star Society, and they are beautiful. And they have so all you have to do is cut out the shape, and then I would cut more fabric, different fabric for the lining. Like I wouldn't use any of those beautiful designs as a lining. That would be insane. But they have them to make like the Olsen style as well as the rectangle pleat. When that's back in stock, I'm going to get that and remake the masks because I think they'll be easier to do. They'll be fiddly because, you know, that Olsen mask has that seam in the middle and the shaping, but it'll be worth it because that Ruby Star stuff is so pretty. So anyway, hopefully that'll be easier than the pleated masks because the pleated masks are a nightmare. Let's see. Oh. Sewing machine shop is a ripoff. Well, it's all we got, Frank. I mean, that's it. That's the one. We only have one. That's it. There is no other sewing machine shop here. One store with a few, I think they've got like 4 stores, but it's the same company. That's it. That's all we've got because where I live, it's not a big crafting community. You have some people that quilt, you have some people that knit and sew. It's not a lot. It's not like if you were in the Midwest where everybody's doing it. It's not like that at all. So that's all we've got. That's the best we have. And they're not replacing their people. So yeah. Oh, Beck says she has one that's great. Yeah, I like the white so much better. To me, it's easier to see the fabric. It's just, I don't know. I just prefer that. But I will say that heavy duty, that's a nice machine if it worked. Oh, you have the light. Oh, you have it. Okay, with the you like the stand with a bright halo. Oh, in shadow. Okay. Yeah, I just have a basic desktop light with like the long, and I mean, I couldn't see without it. There's no way. I have a floor lamp also. I got them as a set, but I never used the floor lamp. I tried to sell the floor lamp on Facebook Marketplace. Like, what did I ask for it? I think I asked $50 for it. I didn't even get a nibble. That light by itself is a $200 light. And yeah, they don't care. Okay, light. Yeah, so that's where I got this. So I got a set. I got the desktop with the floor lamp. but because I'm so challenged for space, I never use the floor lamp. I only use that desk light. And the floor lamp just sits out here in the garage. You know, it's like right back here behind the room divider. Let's see. Oh, Marjorie wants to know if I have a serger. I do not have a serger. I don't really sew clothes, so I don't have a serger. I do more of houseware products, um, and small items like pillows and that type of thing. So I don't really need a serger, but they are pretty cool. Maybe someday. Lights. Oh, 40% off. Ooh, that's a good deal. Frank says, New Jersey. I'm in Virginia, so I'm down in Virginia Beach, and it's not great for sewing machines here. Oh, let's see. You were here last winter in Hampton Roads. You must live here. Okay. Yeah, it was really warm. I mean, it was crazy warm. So, I don't know. I barely even wore my hats, you know, and I always wear hats. So, anyway. Okay, we're caught up on comments. Let me find my notes because we're just about done. The last thing that I want to I have two small things. One thing I'm going to let you know is I have started to film sewing tutorials. So, you know, I've always made projects, but filming a project is a lot different from just making it. It's way different. And what I'm finding is that my sewing space is perfectly adequate for making. It's no problem. I can make whatever I want in there just about. It's not great for filming. It's small and it's dark in there. Like when I do these live videos with you, I'm out in the garage because I can put the door up and I have light. So I just want to let you know that I'm going to set up filming space in my living room where I have more room and much better light, and I'm going to start filming the sewing tutorials out there, and only because of the lighting, because I want my tutorials to look better. They are challenging and tricky to make, and if I'm going to do them, I want to do them right. I want them to look good, and I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. And so when you see the change coming, that's why that's coming. It's only because it's just too darn dark in there. So that's a channel update. And then I want to show you I want to talk about a couple of projects. If you have not had a chance yet, please go over and have a look at the Christmas in July projects. This is one of them. This is the little Christmas tree napkin. This was so much fun to make. I love these. Very cute. And I want to show you, I made this version last year, and I just made this one for myself. And I did have a comment from somebody who, when I made my version, I just made it using, and when I did the folding, because the way you get this is you have to fold it and press it. And so I used the pattern to help me with the folding. And she commented about, she wanted a stitch line, because you see there's no stitch line in here. I just used that pattern to help me get started. The ones I made Christmas last year have the stitch line. And I just thought it was a cleaner look without the stitch line. You don't notice it as much on the front, but because I like to use a really dramatic contrast, to me it really showed up, and I personally wasn't crazy about that. So when I did my version, I left out the stitch line. But this one I made using the Joann Fabrics tutorial, but I didn't do the little tree stump. So they are a wee bit different. They're the same size though, which is kind of odd. But this one I really liked. I thought this was just this was a little bit easier to manage Um, but they're both really cute. But please have a look at the Christmas tree um, napkins and the stuffy tree that I made. Both of those are really cute projects. And in the fall, I'm going to sew from my McCall's pattern, which is a pattern that you can get in the store now. You can still find the vintage pattern online. So if you want to sew that little vintage tree, which I'm going to tell you, even though I have the new modern pattern, the vintage tree is my favorite. It's just so cute. It's just got a different, just has a different feel to it. I don't know. It's my favorite. So, but the McCalls will be coming in the fall. I'm already planning the Christmas stuff that's coming. So get ready for that. And the last thing I'm going to share with you for today, I promise you this is the last. This is, I just made this, and it is the quilted pillow, and I'm going to do this one for you as a tutorial. And I did film making it. I have to go back and look at the footage and make sure that I can use it because the room is just so dark in there. But I made it as an envelope pillow, and it's got a pillow form. And these are Bluprint charm squares that I used. So it's a charm pattern. So this is coming somehow later this month. But I might have to refilm it, so we'll see. I think that's all I have. I think that's everything. That's the updates on the Bluprint, the little giveaway that's coming. If you relate to today's video, when this thing processes and does its thing, come back to it and leave a comment below, and that will enter you in the giveaway. And I'm going to just check a couple of comments, and we're going to call it a day. Let's see what do we have here. Oh, Nancy's got a light. The light is really good. Oh, Bex wants to know the storms. Okay, so yeah, Isaias. First of all, who named that storm? Okay, Isaias. What kind of name is that? I mean, I don't want to be, I don't want to sound terrible, but I can't get used to these new names that we're giving storms. And I've never heard that one before. Anyway, Isaias was a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Nobody thought it was going to be anything because it was small. It moved through really quick. And honestly, when it came through, it wasn't that bad. But doggone it, it packed a punch. We had 500,000 people lose their power. And we were without power for about 12 hours. And the mess. It took me all day to get my porch back together in the front and to clean up the front so that it looked presentable. And I've still got everything out there. Those poor men that do the lawn waste pickup, God bless them. I appreciate them so much. We may not see them till next week. I don't know. But I've got 5 bags of yard waste. I had a full garbage can, and then I've got 2 brush piles. And that's just my front yard. And I don't have a big yard. So that's how bad it was. I still have to do the back. I haven't done the back. Yesterday, we had super heavy rain, like flooding rain. I'm not kidding. A lot of people flooded here, really bad. We didn't. But I have a canal behind, and the canal is like way overflowing its banks. So that'll take a couple of days to go down. So I still have the back facing me to clean up. But long story short, we did fine, and thank you for asking. And it was interesting. Let's see. Oh, the Christmas tree napkin. Thank you, Jackie. Still want to sell your floor lamp. Oh, are you local, Patricia? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. You can message me there. If you're local, yeah, we could definitely hook up on that. Bex says I took 2 of my sheets right before COVID. Yeah, good thinking, Bex. Um, Marie, thank you so much for checking in. I appreciate you. Oh, Patty says she has an excellent repairman in Virginia Beach, works out of his home. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, that is a good tip. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to just call this a day. I want to thank you all for being here. I appreciate you so much. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, just be patient with me on this giveaway. I'll do my best on that. We'll figure it out together. Um, but I think that's all I have for you, and I just want to wish you all a beautiful weekend. I want to send many blessings your way, and yeah, be looking for lots and lots of project tutorials to come. I am working on all kinds of things, and I'm really excited to share them. And yeah, let me know if should we do a make along or something. I'm just trying to figure everything out. I think when I get out into the other room, because the light is so much better, maybe we could do like a live sew along type of thing, which would be fun. So, okay, I'm going to. All right, everybody. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. Gosh, I appreciate you. Okay, I'm gonna call it a day. We're gonna sign off from here, and I will see you uh, around the sewing room. Okay, bye bye.